Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I almost hit a tree. If you don't know me, I'm Courtney Ann. So today's video is just a little afternoon talks with Courtney. I had done a video like about a year ago called Late Night Talks with Courtney during the summer. And what was it? In one of my summer videos, I actually went up the same trail that we're going up right now. But anywho, so in that, I keep hitting trees, I'm too tall. But so I just thought it'd be fun to like recreate that with like a little late afternoon. Talks with Courtney. It's currently 5 p.m. So I'm just going on a walk up the hill. And yeah, we're just chatting up there, so I'll see you guys up there soon. Okay, so as I'm walking up, there's like this other trail that kind of connects, and now we're by all the cars, so you guys probably can't hear me. Oh, I just realized that. I'm so sorry. As I'm going up there, another couple comes by, and I'm like, please don't turn that way, please don't turn that way. They do. So I'm like, okay, I'll let them have that spot. I don't want to film around people and I don't want to bother them, and like they're cute, they're older, I'll let them have it. So I'm sitting at a much smaller, shorter table right now, but it's in the shade, so like I can't complain. And the view's not as nice because it's all just cars, but like, you know, whatever. I also have my shark flippies on. Oh, and now I forgot, yeah, there's also more dirt down here than there is up there, but anyway, cute shark flip-flops on, which I had to shift my friend Chloe yesterday, and I realized, so I've been wearing like tennis shoes the entire time. Like, I worked at the pool, this is my second year working there, right? Whatever. Right, this entire time I've been wearing like full like tennis shoes and socks every single time I work at the pool. And yesterday I was trying to like one of the chairs, like we have like these like big loud chairs that kids would kind of try to use as slides, and like if you want to like put it on the end, like they're like, we had 2 fall in yesterday. We got them out, we're all good, but like it stresses me out every single time that they play on them, because one, you're gonna get hurt. Like, what are you guys doing, right? Not the point. Hey guys, okay, so they left like within 2 seconds. So anyway, now I'm up here, here's the view. Yay! I was actually so worried that the reason they came back down was because someone else was up here, but we get it all to ourselves. I'm so happy. This is like my number one like little like journaling, reading, listening to music, everything spot. And that's my beautiful table. She loves me. But anywho, oh my gosh, sorry. The ground's still kind of wet because it was raining earlier, so like I'm trying not to, you know. But anyway, sorry, as I was saying, you're about to fall into the water, okay, which is not good, obviously. Don't want that. Anywho, so I go over there to try to take it out, and I totally forget I have tennis shoes on and socks. Step into the water. My only was 1 foot, but like my shoe is now soaked. So my lovely mother, amazing, love her, I text her, she comes down, brings me my flip-flops, and I'm talking. Chloe had a 5 to 8 shift. I had 3:30 to 8:30, or sorry, she had till 8:30 too. She had 5 to 8:30. Anyway, we both close together. She's amazing. Love having shifts with her. Oh my gosh. But anyways, we're whatever, right? Anyway, I'm telling her about it, and she's like, "Why you work at a pool? Like, why are we wearing tennis shoes in the first place?" It's like, you know what? That's alright. To be fair, there's a lot of walking, so like I think that was always like my reasoning behind it. But like honestly, I don't know. Now that like I've been, you know, tried out, it's not that bad. Like I can just go barefoot. Like it's a pool. Anywho, other things to talk about. I'm gonna actually get on the table and talk to y'all up there. Okay, see, if I do this, I have to actually hold the phone, so the audio might be different, but the view is worth it, okay? I don't know. Which, okay, my house has a similar view, and I am very, very grateful and very lucky to have that view, but it's nicer when you're out in the sun. Anywho, those getting hot, so I'm probably gonna put my hair back up, and that shaded spot is looking really nice right now because of how hot it is. But, anywho, so, things to talk about. There's, like, 2 little things. I'm gonna try to make this short because my parents get back from church in like 25 minutes, and I don't want this video to go longer than that because I want to be home before they are, because I want my Panda Express as soon as possible. Priorities, man, okay? But anywho, so point is, I was watching, like, what was it? This Is Us, How I Met Your Mother, The Good Place, one of my favorite shows, right, on Disney Plus, and along comes, like, what was it? Oh yes, this ad, I think it's from Target, for like things for your kids to do this summer. And I was like, wait, that's so smart. Like, I don't plan to have kids. Like, if I did have kids, yeah, for Christmas, like, y'all don't need figurines and socks and blankets. No, you need like, or hats and like, you know, like all the fun little character things, or water bottles. No, we are getting activities and bowling kits and coloring books and books in general and Legos. Okay. And then I was like, wait a minute, no, because my kids will be the biggest Marvel fans, Star Wars fans, like everything. Because my parents, I did not know about Marvel until like maybe Hawkeye came out. I remember the first Marvel movie I ever saw was either Avengers Infinity War or Endgame, because when it first came out of the New Year's Eve party, and I was trying to get away from everyone. They had like this like big movie theater like in their room or whatever, because their house was amazing, and like, damn, okay, I want that house. But anywho, I'm gonna go back down because I'm tired up here. hello there. So, but anywho, oh, y'all are really far away now. I'm gonna, there's one of those scary caterpillars. Wait, look at this. I would have been sitting up there, so like, oh my gosh, wait, look. Sorry, this is like, I don't know, it's freaking me out. Hi there, I'm gonna go away now. Or at least on the other side of the table. It's nice to meet you. And back we walk. So sorry, my hair is going to look absolutely disgusting. You can't even see my face due to the sun. And I will probably be out of breath because for some reason I can never breathe. But anywho, so continuing on with my story, even though my filming is awful and I stuck this into my shadow, I look like one of the like, you know, like influencer type, you know, like, look at this, 1 second, I'll show you guys the shadow. You guys see that? Like, that's just, you know. Anywho, but, so where was I? Sorry, the caterpillar scared me, and y'all saw the ant took over my room video, okay? Like, I don't mess with bugs. I'm not, I have a friend, Morgan, who is, like, the biggest nature lover I know, and she is one of my favorite people. I adore her for that, okay? It will never be me. I love nature, but, like, you know, like, this is my idea of nature, is, like, my little walks, okay, or bike rides, and, like, indoor rock climbing, which is not nature, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fan of bugs. That's just me personally. But anywho, where was I with my story? I was going somewhere with this. Oh, yes, point is my kids, like, okay, so, I discovered that because they had this, like, movie theater room, and I went in there to get away from everyone at this New Year's Eve party, and it was playing either Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame, and I kind of, like, knew, like, a little bit, like, once again, you hear stuff at school, right, but I personally never seen the movies, my parents never introduced me, so anywho, I'm thinking of generally just sitting down on the ground right now. I'm considering it. Actually, we'll just talk more at home. Why? Okay, somehow, oh, my drink spilled, that's what it is. I was like, water just somehow squirted at my feet, but there's no one here. And there's no way for that to happen. Sorry, y'all got like the worst view of my face just 2 seconds ago. I'm really bad at this. Oh, there's a lizard. Okay. We're going back to the comfort of my bed. Okay, this is what happens when a bookworm tries to leave a room. Anywho, where was I? I keep hitting trees. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get to the point, I swear. So, point is, my children will be raised to be the biggest Marvel fans, so that's actually a lie. Like, I realized that while I was watching it, and I was thinking of like, oh, we're gonna have so many TVs. No, because they're gonna want Spider-Man crochet hats, and they will all have the most adorable Spider-Man crochet hats. Okay, like, and they're gonna have all their Funko Pops and figurines, okay, and they're gonna love Fast and Furious, and they're gonna love Godzilla, and they better. I'm just kidding. But anywho, and then even, okay, another thing, Harry Potter, they'll be the biggest Harry Potter fans if I have our kids. My family is all muggles. I'm the only Harry Potter fan. Hey guys, we're all home. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I really wanted to. Next time we're just gonna go on my back patio, I think. I love going up there, and I feel like I'm gonna continue going up there, but like that caterpillar is going to live rent free in my mind. And I literally, when I got home, I was like checking like my entire shirt to like make sure like it's not, like there's not one on me. Not. Those ones I'm pretty sure, like, the colorful ones are not good. The colorful ladybugs are not good. If it's colorful, I'm not, no. But anyway, back to my little story. So, my entire family are muggles, okay? So, like, I, as a kid, loved Harry Potter. I mean, I didn't get into it until after all my friends did, but, like, I actually knew about it because I had friends who were obsessed with it in, like, kindergarten. I finally got really into it in 4th grade. I had, like, my own little invisibility cloak. I had, like, Build-A-Bear stuff. The water bottle that, like, I use every day, every night, it's by my bedside all the time, is a Hufflepuff mug. Like, I'm not, like, the biggest Harry Potter, whoa, I keep falling, I don't know why I'm so off balance right now. Anywho, I'm not, like, the biggest Harry Potter fan, but I am a good fan of Harry Potter, okay? But, like, no one watched the movies with me when I was little, except for my grandmother, which, bless her soul, okay, I love her. I mean, she's still alive, so bless her heart, but anywho, I love my grandmother. She's awesome, like, one of my favorite people, too, but anywho, would, like, literally was terrified of those movies, okay? Like, she is not, like, that's horror to her, okay? Like, that was not for her. Like, the second movie was my absolute favorite. That snake was, ooh, she was stressing. But anywho, like, she does not like it, because she's just simply scared of it, whereas my parents are like, this is dumb, I don't want to watch it. I'm like, speak for yourself, which is crazy, because we'll go to stores, my mom will see, like, Harry Potter, like, baby clothes and stuff like that, and she's like, oh, that's so cute. I'm like, you don't even like the movies, don't even. Anywho, so my amazing grandmother would like watch all, like we'd have sleepovers and she would watch all the movies with me, and at the time I didn't know, but like looking back, yeah, she did not, like she was terrified. Like my poor and she would like, she was so sweet because like, we'd watch like something happy afterwards, and she'd always be like, yeah, it's still like, she's like, you can go to bed and sleep. I think it was more for her because oh my gosh, grandma, I love you, like I'm so sorry. But anywho, point is, yes, my children would be raised right. Anywho, other little thing that I was talking about in this vlog. Okay, so the other day I was just scrolling and I came across a video that was like, what was it, chronic illness representation. I get like a lot of like little TikToks like that or whatever, right? Or I guess, I mean, don't have TikTok, I just use reposted Pinterest like TikToks. But anyway, there was this one that was like showing like all these different chronic illnesses, and okay, I feel like I don't know how to talk about this because once again, when I was younger, I don't know if I really considered it that, and I'm still kind of learning to. But I saw that they included cyclic vomiting syndrome, or CVS, which is something that I was diagnosed with at the end of my freshman year, basically beginning of my sophomore year. I've had and I hadn't had symptoms since I was like 9. But anywho, I don't know, like I saw that and it meant so much. Like I literally started crying, which sounds so like dramatic, but like to be fair, every single comment on that video was like, thank you so much for including this, because they included everything. Okay, like they just, like it was just at 1 second, like it was barely a millimeter of a second, but that millimeter of a second meant everything to everyone. Right, like I don't know, especially I think because like once again, and this is nothing against anyone in my life, because I'm surrounded by such amazing people and I am so grateful for everyone in my life. Like I am truly so lucky. But anyway, like when I was younger, I started struggling with symptoms, like I said, when I was 9, and anyone could like tell you that, like looking back, like that's when it kind of started. Like every time we went to the pool, like my friends, like, it was just a normal thing for me to throw up. Like it wasn't like out of the ordinary, unless you didn't know me, and like I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, you know. Anywho, so like my parents back then, like we just kind of assumed, oh, she's swallowing pool water, and we'd always kind of ignored it, right? And like, you know, just it didn't matter. And then I got a little older, and I think I was about 11, right? Or no, because I was like going into 7th grade, so I was a little older. But anywho, point is, right, it turned from just like throwing up every like 3 months to throwing up 3 times a month over the span of like this Girl Scout camp, and after that it never went back to like how rare it used to be. Like once again, I still threw up more than the average person. I'm so sorry if this is gross for you guys to hear or talk about. You can leave the video. I actually thought about making a video that was like, you know, just diaries of whatever, right, and like explaining, like talking a little more about it and just getting to show like a day in my life of when like I'm kind of having like a flare up or like an episode with that way people like, because oh my god, I feel so bad every single time I talk about it, because like I feel like I'm disgusting or like shameful for it, right, and like people are gonna like dislike me because of it. Like I don't know, like I have to apologize every single time I talk about it. So once again, if this is something that is like uncomfortable for you, I absolutely get it. It's not your fault. You're not a bad person at all. Like I'm a bad person for talking about it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, point is, if it's something that like is disgusting to you, I don't know what I'm talking about after this. You can just leave the video. I will not mind. I mean, you have free will to do that anyway. But like anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm being annoying. The point is, I want to make another video where I can talk about that without feeling guilty about it, right? But or like disgusting, because like people will click on that kind of knowing what they're getting into. Anywho, point is, around then, when I was, you know, going into 7th grade, I started throwing up a lot more frequently to the point where like you couldn't ignore it anymore. And even then, like we didn't talk to doctors until the beginning of 8th grade. And once again, this has been going on since I was 9 years old. So it took until 8th grade for me to even tell, like my doctors were completely unaware that this was going on, right? Because once again, it was always like, oh, like she's swallowing pool water, like it's not a problem. She's, what's it called? Making herself throw up, right? And like it was always felt like it was my fault. Anyway, sorry, I don't want to like go over explain this because I know it grosses a lot of people out, but point is, this is something I've been struggling with for a good majority of my life. That's like always been like a present part, right, as long as I've had it. And like it's hard to ignore, right? It's like I try to bring it up, I think, really quick into friendships, like that way it's more normalized, because I don't want it to like be in the middle of an episode and they don't know, and then they're grossed out or like what the hell is going on, right? And that way they already know about it. It feels more like a joke, or like, right, like it's something we can laugh about versus them being disgusted by me. Because I don't know, I feel like a lot of my life it was like, why are you making yourself do that? Why are you doing it? Once again, I get why, like once again, they're not me, they don't understand what's going on in my body, so them thinking that is completely valid, and I'm not mad at anyone for that. Like I need to clear up that like people being grossed out is just like they probably can't control that, and I'm in no way like blaming them for feeling that way. They are completely entitled to their opinions, their emotions, and I would never try to like judge him for that. It's just like it made me feel a certain way about myself that I didn't like. And I think seeing, like, also once again, then it was never acknowledged like it was a problem. So like to me it was always like, oh, it doesn't matter that like this happens all the time, because like it's normal for me, right? Or like I should be used to it. Like maybe I am making my, like I got into my head where I was like, maybe like I'm not actually, even though I was diagnosed, like maybe like it's somehow my fault and like I'm just allowing it to happen when I could be doing more to stop it. So I feel like finally seeing that like in a video is like, oh, like this is a chronic illness, made me feel like someone actually believed me. Like, oh, like, you know, like it's not my fault. I feel like for a good majority of my life I felt like it was my fault. Like, you know, like, oh, I should be doing more, like I should feel ashamed every single time I'm having an episode because of that, right? Like in that, I don't know, just literally those like milliseconds of seeing it acknowledged or considered a chronic illness, you feel like, oh, it actually is, like it's not my fault, like it actually is an illness, like I can actually count it, because I've always, like, and that's nothing against other people who struggle with it, I don't know, I personally just, I was like, oh, I don't count, right? Like I'm not in that group, like it's not like a, like it, I don't count as like a struggle, and like it's, people have way bigger problems, like it doesn't matter, why am I, you know, saying that I struggle with this, right? Like, ooh, so I don't, like literally those two, like it made me cry because it meant so much to me that I was like, someone actually like was acknowledging it, and like I was actually allowed to consider it like a struggle, and like actually allowed to say like, hey, like I don't, like, once again, I don't like the way that I feel when having these episodes. I'm actually allowed to like complain about it versus just like speak about it, right? Like I don't know, like it meant so much to me to see that. So I just want to share, representation really like matters so much, and that video meant so much to me. See, that was kind of like all I had to talk about. Once again, I wanted to keep this one shorter because my last one that I did went for 45 minutes, but I feel like I should end on a happier note. But like that is a happy note, because like representation matters and is so important. It means so much. Like what a great thing that is, that people are able to have something to relate to. Like, once again, sorry, this is going off topic a little again, but if anyone knows the book Boys Atonement, incredibly famous online, in my opinion. Like if you are on like Book Talk in any sort of way, BookTube, I feel like you will see that book. Anyway, Binding 13 is the first book, and I remember I first bought that book on a Girl Scout trip in Savannah, Georgia, because we were going, because that's where Girl Scouts originated from. I swear this connects, I'm sorry. Like, so many of my stories, like, I have to start it off and be like, it sounds like it's gonna be crazy, but like, I swear it connects to what we were talking about. But anyway, so the book Binding 13, the main character, Shannon Lynch, I had bought it, and my troop leader was asking me about it. I'm like, yeah, because she had known, because once again, she's known me since like 4th grade, around the time I moved here, right? And I joined a new Girl Scout troop, and I am so grateful. That troop actually means everything to me. I've met some of the best people from that troop, have the best memories and the best experiences, and I think Girl Scouts, like joining Girl Scouts, was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life, because of that troop. And I think that's one of like the best parts of moving. Like I was really sad when I moved, and there's so many things where like I may regret it, right? But I think joining that troop is something that like, because of moving, I will never regret. Because I remember my old Girl Scout troop, like I was kind of like I had friends, like you look back at photos and I'm smiling with people, like I remember always secretly thinking like they like hated me. Like I don't know, I'd go to hug them and I felt like they were kind of like, get off of me, you know? Like I'd always be excited to see them, and they did not care that I was there. Whereas I got a new troop, and these are like some of the best people I know, some of my best friends. Like I've done so much with them, and they mean so much to me. That's actually how I met my friend Morgan, who was like, once again, one of my favorite people like ever. Sorry, not the point. So the point is, we were on this trip in Savannah, Georgia, and my troop leader is also amazing. Like, goes so out of her way to do so much for us. So I have so much appreciation for her as well. But anyway, not the point. So the point is, I get that book, and she was asking me about it, and she had known about this because, once again, I had had this since I moved here. So to her too, like so many Girl Scout trips that I'd like had that for so long, like it was just like, oh, Courtney throws up, like it's wrong. Like she knew I didn't have to go home because I would always do this. Anywho, so we're there, and I'm getting the book, and she's like, oh, are you, like, what's it about, where are you getting? I'm like, so you know, like, how I, you know, throw up all the time, whatever. So the main character in the book is an anxiety future, which is basically what cyclic vomiting syndrome can be triggered by many things, right? It's basically, like, episodes of vomiting that have, like, no rhyme or reason, that are typically triggered by anxiety. I got a therapist when I first got diagnosed, and we had come to the conclusion that a lot of mine was caused by social anxiety. So, like, anytime I go to a school dance, football games, my own birthday, a friend's birthday, typically triggers me into an episode, right? Like literally the smallest social event, my own birthday with my 2 best friends, I spent the night throwing up like twice, and had like 2 separate episodes. Like I would feel better for 30 minutes and then I went back into another episode. But anywho, my point with that was that like I got the book, and like seeing a character that like in the smallest way related to me over something that I felt like I had never been able to relate to before, especially since I've gone online, right? Because I think that's like a good place where you can find like something that like shows representation of things that you struggle with, and like, you know, like you can find people who are very similar to you that you can relate to, and that's so amazing. But anyway, I always felt like when I went online, like people had it so much more severe and worse than I did when it came to cyclic vomiting syndrome, where I was like, see, now I feel like guilty for ever like thinking that this was a problem, or for like even talking to a doctor about it, because like what was I complaining about when they're in the hospital over this? Because I've never been hospitalized during an episode, mine has never got that bad, and I see people have it so severe to that point. So like, once again, I think that was a character that I was able to heavily relate to because I felt like it was so much more similar to me. Now hers was more mainly like she doesn't have the episodes the same way I do, but literally just that one character, and like seeing that represented in the media, in a book like that I love, meant so much to me. Like generally that character means so much more to me, like just because she's an anxiety peaker. Like that was it. Oh my gosh. And I remember first discovering that book and being like, oh my gosh, like she's like me, like that's so cool. And like that meant so much to me when I was 14 years old, because I like just got diagnosed like beginning of that summer, and I think I was still like coming to like term, like I'd had this for a long time, but like, you know, like I kind of assumed that there was like a cure or some solution. And though I will say I have been told it's possible that I may be able to grow out of it, right, but don't get your hopes up type of thing. I have definitely got my hopes up. But anywho, right, just once again, I always think before, I was like, oh well, like there's probably like a solution that like I could do, like I can end this, right, like get a surgery, be done. No. So I don't know, just that meant a lot to me at the time. So anyway, point is, I know that's kind of what, like we've gone all over the place today, but at the end of the day, just my little happy end note, representation matters. Like that's so important and so amazing to like, I just, oh my gosh, you never know how much it means to a person. But that is the end of today's video. We've done a lot. I'm sorry that we didn't get to stay up there. I really wanted to like have a whole video that's just talking up there. Like I had planned this and thought about doing this for like a while. So I'm sad that we didn't get to do that. But we got a little bit of time of sunshine, so I'll take it for what I can get. And I don't think I got bit by any poisonous caterpillars, so a win is a win. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening today, and staying here and just supporting me like through everything. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next summer vlog. I have a lot planned, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!